Hey everyone! For Recorder Corner today, we're going to be looking at another song that uses B and A. Remember that the fingering for B is one finger with the left hand, and for A, two fingers with the left hand. For now, just assume that we'll always use the left thumb covering the thumb hole. There are notes on the recorder that don't use the left thumb, but we're not there yet. So for now, assume that we'll always use the thumb. Remember our 4 tips for making the best sounds on the recorder. Your posture, you want to stand or sit tall. Your hand placement, left hand on top, the right hand is in the right place. Fingering for today, one finger for B, two fingers for A. And our last tip, breath support. We want warm, steady air, don't blow too hard. Our song today is B.A. Marching Monster from Music K8, arranged by Paul Jennings. Remember that you can find sheet music and a recording of this song in your Google Classroom under the topic Recorders. Check in with your music teacher if you need help finding the music or the recordings in your Google Classroom. Our first time through the song today, we're going to clap and say the rhythm for the first several measures, so you don't need your recorder just yet. At measure 17, we'll start clapping and saying the letters, B or A, depending if the note is on the third line for B or the second space for A. Remember that you can repeat this part of the video if it's confusing or if you need more practice saying the note names at the right tempo. Don't move ahead in the video until you are comfortable following along with the rhythm and saying the note names. Adding the recorder will just make it harder if you aren't ready for it. So, if you're struggling to clap and say the letters along with the music, repeat this part until you can keep up. I'll come back and tell you when it's time to add the recorder, but for now, let's listen to the music and clap along. All right, so here we have B.A. Marching Monster. Something new for many of us is the first and second endings. The first time through the piece, we take the first ending, which has a repeat sign at the end of it, and that takes us back to measure 9. The second time we get there, as we're going along, when we get to this point, we skip the first ending and go straight to the second ending. I'll be pointing to help you through it. So for the first time through, we're just going to clap and say the rhythm. Notice that we count to 4 3 times before we clap this whole note. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2. Here we go. 4. And we count to 4 times. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2. Ready, clap. 2, top. 2, top. Ta, 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 ta. Look ahead to 13. 2, ta. 2, ta. Look ahead. Ta, 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 ta. Now let's say the letter names. B. We're still clapping. B. B. While you're resting, look ahead to 21. What letter is there? B. 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 Look ahead to 25. What letter is there? B. B. B, A, B, A, B. 29. B. B. B, A, B, A, B. First ending. B, A, B, B, A, B. Repeat sign, measure 9. B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Look ahead. B, A, B, A. Look ahead. B, A, B, A, B. 17. What letter? B. B. Look ahead to 21. What's there? 1, 2, 3, 4. B. 2, 3, 4. B. 2, 3, 4. B. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. Look ahead. What do we see? B, A, B, A, B. 29. B. B. B, A, B, A, B. Now we take the second ending. B. A, B. A, B. A, B. 2, 3, 4. B. You did it! Well, how'd that go? If you're ready to try it with your recorder, all right, let's keep going. If you need some more practice, go back and clap it again before you try this next part with the recorder. If you're ready, here we go. All right, let's try this song again with our recorders. Notice our first note at measure 4 is an A, played with 2 fingers. It's a good idea to have that note already fingered while we count the rests from the beginning. First time through, I'll sing the letter names. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 3. Here we go. A. 4, 2. While you're waiting, look ahead. We have a B over there. B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Look ahead to 13. B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Notice this B is short. B. So is this one. B. B. While you're waiting, look ahead to 21. B. 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 Try on your own for a bit. B. B. Back and forth. B, A, B, A, B. 29. Keep trying on your own. B. B, A, B, A, B. First ending. B. Rest, rest. A, B. B. A, B. Repeat sign, measure 9. B, A. On your own. Measure 13. B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. 17, you're on your own. B, go ahead. B, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. Look ahead to 21. What is it? B, B, B. 1, 2, you're on your own. B, 3, 4. B. Look ahead. What is it? B, A, B, A, B. Coming up on 29. B, 3, 4. B, B, A, B, A, B. Second ending. B, A, B. Look ahead. A, B, A, B, A, B. 2, 3, 4. B. You did it. Great job. Well, that's going to do it for Recorder Corner with Mr. Cobb for this week. Keep practicing and keep on the lookout for new songs and new fingerings being added in future episodes of Recorder Corner and in your Google Classroom. We'll see you later.
greetings, my little cherubs. This is Miss Kramer, and this week we are going to share with you a little tour of our Recorder Corner virtual class. So in my class, this is my 6th grade music class. I have a topic in here called Recorder Corner, and I believe all of your other teachers have something that is similar. So I'm in general music, I'm in classwork. This would be the same for me for my 4th or my 5th grade classes. When I look in Recorder Corner, I open up. Here is my topic, and here is a link. And the link takes you right to Recorder Corner virtual class. So here's our opening page. This looks like the opening that Mr. Reynolds created that was super fun for our lessons that are in music time. Enter if you dare, click here. You will hear some fun music when you're doing that on your own. And this takes you into our 4 categories that we have so far. There may be more that are added. So what's cool is that this link is always the portal that you'll use to get into your virtual classroom for Recorder Corner. So as things change and get added, that'll all just be done automatically and it'll be updated. So every time you come in, if there's any changes, they'll automatically have happened. So we've got music time lessons, we've got recordings and sheet music, helpful things and charts, and then Recorder Karate. So let's take a look right here. If I click here and go into lessons, these are the lessons that are posted in the music time episode each week. So we've had 3 lessons so far. When you click on this, this will take you to the lesson. Hit play, you are set and ready to go. And this week we just dropped lesson 3. So all of those are in here, so you can go back and watch them without needing to go back into the whole music time episode. Going back, I'm actually going to jump over here to charts and helpful things. So in charts and helpful things, there are charts and helpful things. In how to hold and play, this will be the reminder that you have your left hand at the top, your right hand at the bottom. You can also enlarge these if you want. Parts of the recorder, I realized looking at this the other day that it actually doesn't list the parts of the recorder. So the mouthpiece, the body, and the bell, and I will actually add those in this week. All right, so there's that piece there. Fingering charts, I gave you several different ones to choose from because we all have different preferences. So I'm just going to click on one. It'll take you into that chart. And it will help you with the notes on the treble clef and how to play them. I'm actually going to come down here and look at B, since that is one of the first notes that we have learned. And each one of these fingering charts will tell you where the note is on the staff. This one happens to be on the 3rd line, a B note. And it tells you how to play it. So we have our little recorder over here, and you've got the holes of the recorder. Here's the top 3. Here's the top 4. If a hole is colored in with black or another color, it means that your finger is on that hole. So finger is on the first hole. All of the rest of them are open or uncovered. And then you notice this one right here. This represents the thumb hole that's on the back of the recorder. If that's colored in, that means that you put your thumb over that hole. If that's not colored in, it means that it's open, just like the other ones. So here's how we play our B note. First finger down on the first hole, all the rest of them open, thumb hole covered on the back. We've also explored A. First 2 finger holes covered, and then thumb hole on the back. And then our next note is going to be G. 1, 2, 3 with your 1, 2, 3 finger on your left hand, covering those holes, and the thumb hole covered on the back. And then here are where those notes are on the staff. So that's how this chart will help you as we advance through learning how to play different notes on our recorders. I gave you, as I said before, a couple of different charts to be able to look at. You can download these and print them. Print your favorite one, have it by your side. And then here you have a chance to look at the notes close up. So if we want to go in and just look at B, same thing it tells you here. B note, third line on the staff. Remember, we count from the bottom up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finger over the first hole and finger over the thumb hole in the back. What I like about these is that it shows the real recorder. So that's what it's going to look like on the real recorder. Obviously, it can't show you the thumb hole on the back at the same time. So it just puts it off to the side there. There's also this handy dandy little chart here. It gives you them all in order of how they would come on the treble clef staff, right? So we've got C, D, E, F, G, and so forth. And then right above that, it shows you how you would play those on the recorder. Alrighty then. That takes care of fingering charts. So on notes and rest chart, this gives you all of the notes that we've been working with and their value, right? So how many beats each note gets or each rest gets. So here's the note, here's the rest that is for that note, here is the number of beats, and here's how many you would find in a 4/4 measure. So the whole note, whole rest, gets 4 beats, looks like this, takes up a whole 4/4 measure. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note, half rest, 2 beats, you'd have 2 of them in a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 1, 2. Quarter note rest, 1 beat, 4 of them in a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, right? And this is where, so we could use our tas and our 2 oos, 2 oo, ta, 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 ti, 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 tika, 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 when we get down to those 16th notes. So that should serve as a good reminder and thing to go back to if you're needing to figure out your notes. I just went out of my thing. Go back in. Over here, recordings and sheet music. When we are in here, we have all of our songs that are available for you to learn to play. I have categorized them in B songs and BA songs. So here are our B songs that we've had so far. You have a play along where you can click. So hit play. And you will be able to play along with the music. So the music is playing in the background. And then in this version, it shows you when you are quiet on the rest and when you play the note. And it happens to also show you that it's a B note that you're playing. You're going to find different versions of this. This one right here. It's showing you waiting for the music to start, so it's the intro, and then you'll see how this one was put together. Lots of waiting. I'm impatient, I'm going to jump ahead. And so this one shows you with highlighted areas on the music. So there's lots of different ways that you can follow, and there are a ton of these on YouTube that you can check out also. Along with this, there is the sheet music. And so you can pull up the sheet music. You can print this off if you want to have the sheet music available. And I will be dropping by some copies of sheet music also either later this week or next week. And I'll try to keep you kind of updated and have those available that you can grab in your classroom when you're there for school. And it's the same thing for BA songs. Here's the play along. If there is a play along, there are some of them that do not have a play along. So like Be a Good Student, if I hit play along, I should say that it has a play along, but it doesn't have music to follow. So that hasn't been created yet, and we haven't gotten to that yet, and hopefully we will at some point, but it has a audio version. And so when you're not seeing the whole music, it's an audio version to be able to play along with. So you would pull up the music and hit the audio version, and then you'd be able to play along with it that way. And we will continue to add songs as we go. Next will be BAG songs, and we're just going to keep adding those. All right. Let's go back to home, and that leaves Recorder Karate, and in Recorder Karate, there's nothing right now. So Recorder Karate is under construction, and it will be coming soon, and we will be listing this with belts. So in karate, you have 7 belts, from the white belt to the black belt. And for each belt level, there will be a song or two that you will be able to pick. And once you have learned how to play that song and learned to play it well, you will be able to play it for your teacher. We all have our different ways of making that happen. And once you do that, you've done it well, you'll earn a Recorder Karate belt for your recorder. And when we're in class, that is a string that gets tied around here in the different colors, and you end up with a rainbow string on the bottom of your recorder. As you earn those, I will bring those strings into you, and you can add them to your recorder and keep track of where you're at in Recorder Karate. So there you go, my friends. As I said, there might be some more sections that get added to this, but this is what we've got right now. So that's lots of stuff to be able to go through and access in your Recorder Corner virtual class. Enter if you dare. All right, thanks, my friends. Have a good rest of your week.